Hello, my name is Brian Blaha. I'm going to teach you how investing $500 to start your business with our company can save you thousands and thousands of dollars in tax write-offs. It's simple. Learn our system, build your team, and obtain your license and business tools. Let's jump right into it, shall we? As you can see here, launch your sole proprietorship. You're probably asking, what is a sole proprietorship? A sole proprietorship is someone who owns an unincorporated business by himself or herself. However, if you are the sole member of a domestic limited liability company, also known as an LLC, you are not a sole proprietor if you elect to treat the LLC as a corporation. But for today's purposes, we're going to start off as a sole proprietorship, and then later on, if you want to incorporate, we can always help you incorporate. So let's get started on how to actually get started with a part-time business. One thing you want to do is you want to have your personal expenses separated from your business expenses. That is a huge red flag to auditors when you file your taxes if you have them combined. So I've got my business checking set up with US Bank. Why? Because there is 0 monthly maintenance fees for it. So the first thing you want to do is once you get licensed and start your business with us, you want to be able to open up a business checking account. So what kind of name can you call your business? Well, for sole proprietorship, it's very limited on what you can call it. So for example, you can call it your first name, last name, enterprise. So my company name is Brian Blaha Enterprise. Very simple, right? Then one of the questions they're going to ask you is, what type of sole proprietorship are you running? You will answer that by a marketing consulting services. Now, they may ask you for an NAICS code. If they do, you can give them this code number and it will pull up the marketing consulting businesses. Pretty simple, right? Nothing too complicated about starting your own business for $500. And then once you get your business checking account open up, congratulations, you are officially a business owner. Beautiful. No additional fees required for that. No fees to start your checking account. All you need to do is invest $500 up front to start your own business, and guess what? You can do it on a part-time business like I did when I started. So, and then of course, you want to set up your direct deposit with your business checking account. So again, you can keep your business expenses and your personal expenses separated. Now I'm going to disclose with you, I am a financial advisor. I am not a CPA. I am not a tax preparer. So if you want to get into more details about that, I highly recommend talking to a professional that is. My purpose today is to show you how to get thousands and thousands of dollars of write-offs for starting your own business, even on a part-time. So when you file your taxes every year, you're going to file what's called a Schedule C Form 1040. So what is that? It helps report your income or losses from your business. So let's actually look at what a Schedule C looks like. So I have this intentionally separated by revision date. Now, of course, when you file your taxes, you want to make sure you've got the right date you're filing your taxes for. Since 2021 isn't out yet, we will look at 2020. And the first thing we're going to look at is Part 3, expenses. Part 2, expenses. So everything in here from 8 to 27B, you get to use as write-offs for your business. Advertising, anything from business cards to flyers, you get to write that off. Your car and truck expenses, that includes fuel. Now we all know gas prices have drastically gone up, but you actually get to write off your fuel expenses if you're using it for business. Your commissions and fees you get to write off for your business. Contract labor, well, we don't really have contract labor here, so I'm going to skip that. But let's say you do buy a new car or a new truck. Every year you get to write that off under your depreciation, so you still get to write off your car until it is paid off. Now, employee benefits programs. This is for when you get big enough you can hire personal assistants, a marketing team, social media team, and you want to give them some additional benefits. You can write those off as a write-off. Pretty cool. Now, insurance, other than health insurance. So what if you've got mortgage insurance? What if you have auto insurance? What if you have home insurance? What if you have business insurance? You can write those off as well too. Already we're saving thousands of dollars just in this little category alone. Not to mention, you can write off your mortgage that you pay to the banks and the interest that you pay on your mortgage. More money you get to save, all because you invested $500 to start a part-time or full-time business. And then of course, any legal professional services. So when I file my taxes every year with my CPA, I get to write off those expenses that I pay him to do my taxes. How awesome is that? Now, office expenses. Whether you have a home office because of COVID or whether you want to open up your own local office, you get to write off all those expenses, including a cell phone, because you get to use your cell phone as an office expense. You get to use your internet as an office expense. You get to use off paper for your printer as an office expense. You can write all those off and so much more for having an office. Now, I'm going to disclose with you, if you have a home office like I do right now because of COVID, you actually have to have a real office. Auditors will give you a red flag if you do not have a home office. If you're using your bedroom or a dining room or a kitchen as your office, that does not count as a home office. You actually have to have a designated area in your house to be able to write off your home office expenses. Now, rent or lease, if you do have an office, a standalone office, which we totally encourage. I do still use my rolling meadows and my Lombard office from time to time. Now, whenever you pay rent to that, guess what? You get to write that off too. Let's see, what else do we have here? Repairs and maintenance. Guess what? What if your car breaks down? What if your truck breaks down? What if you need new tires? What if your computer breaks down? Instead of just paying for it and not getting to write it off, now you get to write it off thousands of more dollars. Guess what? That also includes oil changes. You get to write those off. More thousands of dollars you get to save over the long run. Taxes and licenses. Guess what? Once you get licensed here, you get to write off your license as well too. You can get that money back. You can get that $500 back on your taxes once you're licensed. Now, one of my favorite ones to talk about is travel and meals. We'll talk about the meals first. So let's say you go out of town for business, whether it's to Florida, California, Hawaii, Bahamas, Europe, wherever you want to go, Australia, you get to write off all the meals for that business trip. All the meals. But make sure you're using your business checking account that you set up so if there ever is an audit, you can prove, look, you were out of town, here's all the meals I had out of town, I get to write those off. But what about the travel? What if you fly there? Or what if you drive there? What if you get a hotel there or Airbnb? Guess what? You get to write those off as well too. Thousands and thousands you get to save because you wanted to invest $500 to start a part-time business with us. Utilities, guess what? In your home office or your standalone office, there are utilities. You have electric, you've got gas, you've got heat, you've got air. You get to write those off too. And of course, other expenses. If you've got any questions on the Schedule C, I highly recommend talking to a CPA or tax professional that can give you even further guidance on this. But that's not the best part about having a business. The best part is your income. You no longer have a limit on how much money you can make every week, every month, every quarter, every year. It will be based on your hard work and your effort put into this. You can make a 6-figure income in your first year, your second year, your third year, your fifth year, your 10th year, and guess what? You can even make a 7-figure income with our company. We've got hundreds of people making a 7-figure income with our company. Now, I know not everyone's going to make a 7-figure income. You've got to have a very strong work ethic to be able to make a 7-figure income. But a 6-figure income is very doable for most people as long as you put the work and time into your business. Start part-time, and when you're ready to go full-time, you can go full-time. you can capture the income, and you get to use all the write-offs, all because you invested $500 to start your part-time business. Well, I want to thank you for taking time to watch this. I hope you learned something very valuable. And if you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to ask. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me, you can write me. I want to help you become successful because God put me on earth to help serve other people. I am a servant leader, and it's my job to help you become successful, to help you become financially independent, and to help you retire with dignity, with not just upfront income, but with residual income, with trail income, with agency income, and with bonuses. So thank you again for watching. I love you all. I hope you have an amazing day.